PCE inflation comes in at 2.1%, which is in line with expectations. So not good, not bad, overall okay. Not good or bad. Japan also had one, and or had a rate decision, something that we will have in the U.S. next month, and they decide not to raise. Okay, everyone else on the planet is looking to cut. They're the only country that's looking to raise because they have a really weird system, so that's good. So that didn't affect things. But overall, things operate as usual, but we did get some bad earnings overall this Q3. As you saw, Microsoft, Meta disappointed. Coinbase yesterday reported disappointing. So that's no good. Microstrategy actually also disappointed, even though Saylor came out with a $42 billion plan over the next 3 years. He plans on buying $42 billion worth of Bitcoin. Only he can announce something like that. I don't know why others are not following. Even just a small little taste of that. Like Coinbase can do that, certainly. Nvidia could do that. Microsoft can do that. No one else is doing it but Saylor. He is showing that he just has a thirst for Bitcoin that no one else has. Well, not no one else. There is someone else that we'll get to that does have that kind of thirst. But today is not a good day for broader markets overall. Everything's going down because even Nvidia is going down. Today's just not a good day overall. The last day of Uptober. But you know what? Uptober so far has not been disappointing for Bitcoin. You could see basically not every year, but a lot of the years, especially the halving years, have been absolutely fantastic. Okay. Halving years, and then the year after the halving year, they have been pretty fantastic. Even like last year when things were looking pretty rough too. All of last year was pretty rough. Bitcoin was stuck in the 20s and 30s, right? It wasn't until October when we finally broke out of that funk. We were at like 23, 25,000. And it was looking pretty bearish the whole year until October hit. And that's when we started rallying above 30,000 and 40 to 50. And then we kept going. The Santa rally, January, February, March came. And then we had that mini altcoin season and drove Bitcoin to 73,000 for the first time in March. It started in October. And even though the alts have not come back so far, this October has not been disappointing for Bitcoin. It drove us from the 50s and 60s that we saw for basically this entire year back up to the 70s, like the 72 now and the 73 that we saw just a few days ago. We are up still in double digits for this month. So October has not been disappointing, except for the alts, but not for Bitcoin. And this could still carry us, of course, much higher till the end of this year. And in case there are doubters still, there should be none, but this should prove, without a doubt, the power of Bitcoin. With the exception of going from 2021 to 2022, which there was a big drop because 2021, obviously, we had a big rise towards the end of 2021. And then 2022, we had a big dump because that was the peak and came down. With the exception of that, we really didn't see any other big discrepancies between 2 years. We have seen other years like, 2014 and 2015. It did go down a little bit, right? 2017, surprisingly, in October, it was still, this went down a little bit, but 2017 in October wasn't that high. But if you calculate 2017 from the top at 20,000 to 2018, obviously that would have been a big drop. But as you can see, overall, The numbers keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. This is on Halloween. And again, look at 2023, look at 2022 versus where we are now. And even in 2021, that was the last bull run. That was the last year, the last cycle, where the last year of the last cycle, that was the most bullish year. We are still above that, right? This is the power of just holding on Bitcoin. That's it. You just need to hold on, right? 2017, that's just like, maybe I'm showing my age, but 2017 just doesn't seem like it was too long ago. Even 2010 doesn't seem like it's too long ago. I'm still rewatching movies from 2010 as if they were from a few years ago, but that was 14 years. You could have bought Bitcoin on Halloween for 20 cents 14 years ago. Today marks 16 years since the Bitcoin white paper was released. So still to this day, no one knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is. There are still people that are wondering if he will ever, his identity will ever be, found, I guess. At this point, I don't think so. But you know what? We may never know, and that's probably a good thing because, if it ever comes out, like, we know for certainty, like, this person or this group create Bitcoin, like, that may actually ruin things. We probably don't want to know who it is at this point, right? It's good to be, like, anonymous at this point. But anyways, just to throw that out there. Guess who's back? CZ makes his first appearance at Binance Blockchain Week in Dubai after being released from jail. And I see he's joined by, I think that's Aaron. I can't tell if that's Aaron or Austin from this far away, but on stage by either Aaron or Austin, he's back in Dubai, back being free after serving jail for 4 months. Now I know that's embarrassing to go to jail for 4 months, but he still has all. He still has his like $70 billion worth of Bitcoin. He still is like he's not CEO of Binance anymore, but he's still like chairman. Or even if he isn't, everyone knows he's still running the show. He's still like the man there. And he doesn't have to worry about being arrested anymore. He could come to the U.S. He doesn't have to be afraid, like the Department of Justice or the Marshal Services is going to arrest him. He's in a really good spot now.